right. So how's it going, guys? And welcome to episode 6 of the Boiling Point podcast. My name is Jonathan, and I'm here with my co-host, DJ John Doe.
Yeah, we out here, cuz. No, cuz.
Yeah. I'm about to say, man, you trying to get a shot, man?
Not at all. Soldier boy, I'm good, man. I know you from Bompton, bruh.
Bompton, what? Is that what he call it? Where he's from?
Nah, boy, they call it Bompton. If you blood and you from Compton, you gotta call it Bompton. Because you can't say it.
Just like they don't say happy birthday, they say, like, Crips say happy birthday.
Man, happy birthday, nigga. Dad. Shoot, man, you trying to get shot, man. Yo, my fault, Soldier Boy. I know you out there, son. You out here, you gangster. So I mean, best of luck to you in your fight, man. You won't get washed, but you know.
Yeah, he really is. And that's another. You think that they should do more of that, like celebrity? If you got beef, just settle in the ring.
Nah,
because I heard Meek want to box Drake.
Because Meek can't. First off, Meek can't. He can't be. Okay, rapping wise, it has to go in the studio. If y'all really got beef, y'all can strap, y'all can fight. But doing a celebrity death match, whatever, or boxing match, that's corny. If you got beef on wax, handle it on wax. If it's real beef, y'all handle it like men and put it on World Star. Don't go in the ring and then make a pay-per-view. That's corny. Like, some of the best, I grew up in an era where rappers handle beef on wax. And then you would just, like Jay-Z and Nas, it was on wax.
What the hell does on wax mean, bro?
Oh, wow, dang, you're so young. But nah, basically, it's the record. It's on a record.
Oh, okay.
So, like, because everything is digital now, so it's just like, you can't say, like, on iTunes. So, like, a mixtape was actually a tape, like a cassette tape.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's called a mixtape.
Yeah, so, like.
It's mixes on a tape.
Yeah, exactly, but, like, people don't know why it's called the mixtape. But, yeah, it's corny.
I mean, I be seeing Dual Junction handing out their mixtapes and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
those dudes need to stop. But you know what? There's a couple of guys that used to do it. Like I heard Troy Ave used to do it. Back in the
some
day.
of them might be nice, but
Some
I mean, for me not to know who you are and like invest $10 and
facts, yo.
I mean, if it was free, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I'll give
send
you a
me
listen.
send me to your SoundCloud page and I'll listen to it and then I'll come back. But some of these dudes are straight like yo, but the things they always go after like out of towners because then they always go for white out of towners like, hey yo, my man, yo, listen to this, yo, and the guy goes, oh, okay, please don't get no problem here. I'll give it to you. But anyway, Soldier Boy and Chris Brown. Soldier Boy is working out. He looks terrible.
That really is. Yo, bro, I was saying one of those videos was comparing like Chris Brown throwing the hands and Soldier Boy throwing the hands.
Son.
I was like, yo, Soldier Boy throw the hands like he got two left hands, but he's really a righty.
Son,
that's exactly what the homeboy looked like.
Son, Soldier Boy is a crackhead. Man, hopefully, matter of fact, this workout probably clear him up because he's been drinking lean. He's working out in a hotel gym. I don't know where. He said he has $25 million, but bruh.
He looks like he's working out his homie basement, bro.
Yo, it's terrible. Like, it's really bad. But hopefully this working out helps him clear his mind, get all that detox out of him, and come to his senses. Because right now, Chris Brown, yo, ask Rihanna, son, see how Chris Brown is. All right, that was terrible.
You know, real talk, I was going to say that. Well, I was like, you know what, let me not say that.
I'll say it. So we already see what the Chris Brown hands could do. All right?
Facts, bro.
So we already know, son.
Yeah. I mean, but heck, we all know who's gonna be cheering for Soldier, though. Rihanna don't want to see Soldier be another victim.
Yeah, so she's gonna be like, she's gonna be like Rocky IV when Apollo Creed was about to die, and Apollo Creed, our manager, said throw in the towel. That's gonna be Rihanna. Throw in the towel. And Rocky was just like, yo, Adrian, yo.
I think this is probably the logos who talk about pop culture on the show.
Bruh, all I know, son, yo, man.
Nah, real talk, Soldier Boy about to get washed. He better wear like those face pads and all that stuff.
No, they gonna that's what's gonna be so corny. If it was true beef, I would love to have seen them go at it.
Would you rather a bare knuckle fight?
Yeah, yo, I would rather because they said that people gonna pay for it. It's gonna be in Dubai. It's just like it's too much glamour.
I ain't gonna pay for that shit.
I ain't gonna pay. I don't even pay for Mayweather fights.
Real talk. I just stream it. That's it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh wait,
bro.
I don't know if the cops listen. I
don't
stream.
About.
I don't stream. I pay my pay-per-view.
No man, I don't watch that at all. I just watch the highlights when it's on ESPN. Shout out to the money team.
All right, so so I guess I don't know if that was the first. I will consider that the first topic of the day. So our second topic of first topic of the day: Soulja Boy versus Chris Brown. I got Chris Brown. Who you got?
I got Jesus because both of them need Jesus, and both of them need to stop claiming this gang shit.
Nah, facts. They come on, man.
Y'all millionaires.
Not blood.
No.
So yeah. All right. So topic 2, the NFL playoffs. I feel it's no surprise to me. You can say the Falcons a little bit of surprise, but I'm not entirely surprised that they're in it.
I'm surprised.
I told you, bro. Their offense is legit. And
the offense has been legit for 10 years.
Their defense is a little better. I mean, some people are saying that the defense is a little fraudulent, based on the Seahawks aren't the same Seahawks we've seen in the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, of course they have a lot of injuries. So the Seahawks defense isn't the same because of injuries. I think 3 of their players are hurt. I forgot which ones, but yeah, Earl Thomas, Cox. Yeah, there's a lot of people that's hurt. So it's hard for me to say that the Seahawks, they beat a great team because a lot of the defensive players are hurt. But at the same time, it's whoever you put out on the field. And the Seahawks, they put out the product and they didn't deliver because they weren't 100%. But at the same time, it's still football.
Or maybe it's because their offense isn't the same dual threat that it was with Marshawn Lynch.
True.
I think that's how I truly believe that they were that great, honestly, because of Marshawn Lynch, not Russell Wilson.
Okay.
It's excluding the defense, because obviously their defense was legit.
Put a hat on
offensively, when you have a dual threat, whenever you have a team on their heels, when they don't know whether to blitz or just play a zone or play just match up man, that's when you have a dual threat. That's when you have a quarterback who doesn't make mistakes, and you have a running back who's elite. They had that.
Okay.
Now you don't have to worry about an elite running back. You just have to worry about protecting the passing game. Because if you're in a freaking cover 2 zone, Marshawn Lynch is gonna eat that alive.
Listen, this is what it is. In my opinion, they had the perfect situation for Russell Wilson to succeed and still succeed. They had a great defense. The defense will be great again. Let the grief, whatever. Forget it. That was funny.
Wait. What did you touch? I missed the joke, to be honest with you.
Nah, it was gonna be let your defense be great again. But I was like, sensitive times in America right now.
Wait, was that supposed to be? Oh yeah. Okay.
Sensitive times in America right now.
I'm sorry for making you say that again.
Yeah, bro. That's why I was just let it die. but no. They had a great defense. They had O-line. They didn't have much great wide receivers, but they did have a running game. The same thing that Rex Ryan was always trying to preach: ground and pound, ground and pound. If you have a great running back, look at Adrian Peterson all day. You could put 8 people in the box. I know I'm gonna run it, so no matter what you do, I'm gonna run it. Whatever you put on defense, I'm gonna run it, and you're gonna have to stop it. You know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do, but you still can't stop it. So. But the thing is, with Marshawn Lynch retiring because he didn't want to play anymore, he didn't want to hurt his body anymore, CT, all that stuff. I respect that.
And props to him. He's doing a lot of things. He's on TV a lot. He the other day, recently, he was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Look, listen, the man knew what he wanted to do. A lot of times these NFL players they use NFL as a platform to get to something else. Yeah. They so much don't. That's what a lot of sports.
Look at his personality. That's why, a lot of people bash athletes for actually having a personality.
Baseball.
Except for Tom Brady, guys who you see have a personality, they're going to be successful life after football in terms of what else they pursue. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these guys, they go to entertainment. Pretty much entertainment business is the main thing. Some of them do go into sports management and all that stuff. But Marshawn Lynch, this is a funny guy. This is a funny cat, man. This dude is hilarious, and he's on TV. He was on that nature show, whatever, in the wild.
Yeah.
So that's why when people bash people for having a personality, it pisses me off.
No, but because remember because in any type of major sports. NFL, basketball, or baseball. These guys are run by corporations. It's all about profit. You're just a number. You're just a social security number. Whatever. You're just a number. So they want you to be as robotic as possible. play. Even if you get injured in your first 2 years, I can replace you with somebody else from the hood or somebody that's less fortunate, and they'll do exactly what I want them to do.
And the organization that you play for matters as well, because some organizations are more strict on it.
Oh yeah, like say for instance the Yankees. The Yankees are more strict than the Mets. Not so much because winning, but it's just their personality.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't want anybody having a mustache for whatever reason. They don't want
a mustache, long hair.
Yeah,
I honestly wish that the Yankees just changed that rule, because I think you should embrace a new era, because we're not in the 1930s anymore, man. Like, embrace a new era, change that. But that's for later on.
Yeah, but we're
back
just
to football.
Yeah, back to what we're
football. Like I was saying is, I feel Marshawn Lynch retiring was a big hit.
Of course, if you're getting a player that's going to give you 1,500 yards, 10 touchdowns, 8 to 10 touchdowns, and be able to control the pace of the game and keep the other offense off the field, that's big.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
and also, sorry to interrupt. Also remember,
of course, you always interrupt.
Running the game. Yeah, I really do. Running takes more time off the clock than passing.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong, you need passing.
No, but the thing is about this NFL now, it's a passing league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they traded for Jimmy Graham. That's why they Golden Tate is on. No, they traded away him.
Golden Tate is on the Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, but now they're throwing more. Russell Wilson is throwing more, and he's able to do so because he has more control of the offense. But like I was saying earlier, being that he was in a great position to have a great defense, good running game. He was able to grow in order they opened the playbook. And this is why Dallas is going to do well, because they have all the same things for their young quarterbacks. But exactly why Tom Brady is great, Ben Roethlisberger, all the quarterbacks that are great now, look how they started. I believe in the Super Bowl when Tom Brady won that MVP, which was fraudulent. It should have been to Adam Vinatieri. I think his numbers were 100. He didn't throw for 200 yards. He had 1 touchdown. And he basically was a game manager. He had a running game. He had a great defense. He had an awesome kicker. So, the point I'm trying to make is
the Jets to draft Leonard Fournette. That's what you're basically saying.
Wait, Leonard Fournette,
the running back from LSU.
He's a bit, I don't know.
And that's pretty much what you say is when you're developing your quarterback, just like with Russell Wilson, like what we see right now with Dak, what we saw with Tom Brady, pretty much is you need to have a running back who's an actual threat to always keep the defense on their heels.
True, but you need a running game. I mean, you need a line.
Great, here you go.
You do. Like, it's simple math. Building a team inside out.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
You're just not going to waste a top 5 pick on an O-line. But yeah, so Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, he's still great. He's
top
still
5 quarterbacks in your opinion?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Who's your top 5? Name them.
Who's my top 5?
Yeah.
Dylan. Because I spit. No. Tom Brady. Fuck. Who the hell's out there? Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli.
Did you really just name Eli and Big Ben before you name Aaron Rodgers?
But it's not in order. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I know it's not in order, but come on, it's like the names that come up in your mind.
Matthew Stafford.
Drew Brees.
But
I don't think Russell Wilson is top 5, to be honest with you.
But this is the thing about even with these guys now, top five quarterbacks. I really want to say with this NFL, a lot of these guys they're gonna throw a lot. Like not so much Drew Brees, but like
Drew Brees. I think homeboy. No, he did lead the league in passing, but he has like 60 attempts a game.
I understand it, but that's way too much. But okay, a rookie could come out now and throw for 4,000 yards. I think
J-Mo,
not even.
He's the first. I think he's the first person to do it his first 2 seasons in the NFL.
But last year, Mariota, I think he almost had 4,000 yards himself. He had 3 something.
Yeah, Mariota. I think like in the high 38 is the number. It's in my head. I don't know why.
But listen, even he almost came close to 4,000. I don't have the numbers in front of me. What I'm trying to say is, Joe Namath was one of the best throwing quarterbacks in the era where running games was popular. He was one of the first players to have 4,000. Right? And that was when you had 4,000 yards, it's a big thing. Now rookies are coming into the NFL because of how the offense is tailored to the passing game. Now a rookie. Not saying these guys, not taking away anything that's great, but Mariota, who never went under center, who was basically a system quarterback, threw for almost 4,000 yards last year.
I don't think that's true.
This NFL.
Not a lot of. If you look at it, I'd probably say out of 32 starting quarterbacks,
okay,
I would probably say 10 of them has 4,000 yards,
bro.
Just off the top of my head,
bro. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think, had 4,000 yards last year.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't. He had like 3,000. No, he didn't.
This dude,
he had like 30 touchdowns. Yeah, bro, Ryan Fitzpatrick can't throw past 20 yards. How the hell is he gonna get 4,000 yards?
Yards after contact. You throw it to Brandon Marshall. That dude's a beast.
If he doesn't drop it.
Bro, come on. Everybody drops passes. When everybody's talking about when they used to get that TO for dropping passes, I was just like, he'll drop. They were like, he leads the league in drop passes. He'll drop 10, but he have 100 catches. Come on, man.
Yeah,
that's
but
10%.
Whenever you're that great, people just want something to hate on.
10%. You telling me if I drop 10% of anything, come on, man.
All right. So pretty much is the main point I'm trying to get here is the remaining 4 teams in NFL: Falcons.
Yeah.
Green Bay,
yeah,
Pittsburgh, New England.
Mm-hmm.
Look at their quarterbacks. Look at how effective their passing game is.
Yeah,
this is still a passing league. Well, and if you look at it, in the past 10 years, who represented the AFC in the Super Bowl? Tom Brady, Big Ben. Peyton Manning,
okay,
and 1 year Joe Flacco, but he did have a good season that year.
Okay,
it's no coincidence that those guys are consistently making the Super Bowl.
Can I ask you something besides passing? Because a lot of guys can throw, but what do these guys have? Ben Roethlisberger.
They have
great defense.
Yeah.
Great O lines. And a great running back. No matter who you are, you need those 3 things. You can't just have a wide receiver and a great passer.
Obviously, but
you need those 3 things.
But I think Big Ben now, none of those. If you Peyton Manning, old Tom Brady, even old Big Ben, none of them had a guy named Le'Veon Bell. So you can't really say that they didn't have incompetent running backs. They had running backs who were good enough.
Who? I would say Tom Brady didn't have great running
except for Peyton Manning, his last year. He did have C.J. Anderson.
Bro, Peyton Manning always had great running backs. He's always had great running backs.
No, he did. Who was a die?
He had
that.
Yeah, he had a die for that one. And he had 1,000 yards, but he also had Edgar James. He had Marshall Falk, whatever. Who was amazing. Then he got traded to the Rams. Who do you have his last year in
Denver?
No, in Indiana. I forget, but
I don't think he had anyone.
But the only person that I would say didn't have great running backs like Tom Brady, but he also was a guy that was dinking and donking. I don't even know how to say it. Basically, just 10 yards, 5 yards. Checkpoints. He had a Wes Welker, so basically he would just do a little bubble screen, boom.
And when he lost Wes Welker, he had Danny Amendola.
Yeah, so it's just like there's certain things that he'll just get out the ball real quick, 1 second, boom. So I would say out of all them, Tom Brady's probably, because that's why he's probably considered great, quote unquote. But at the same time, you still need a great line, because all those guys that were on.
You don't need a great line. I think you need a good line. It doesn't have to be the best in the league.
If your quarterback is not getting sacked, you'll have a great line.
You could have a great line and just have an average quarterback and not win anything.
What?
Kansas City Chiefs. They're great at everything but quarterback. What happened to them? They lost to the Steelers. What about the year before? What about the year before that? I guarantee you,
they don't have a wide receiver. They don't have a wide receiver.
Huh?
They don't have a wide receiver, Kansas City.
Yeah, but they have a strong running game. They have a strong defense, and they have a superstar tight end.
Okay. Oh,
Kelsey's not a superstar tight end.
He's good, but I'm saying you don't have a wide receiver. If you have a wide receiver, I could see that. But at the same time,
they have competent. Thing is, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know their names, but their wide receivers are competent. They're not trash. But come on, Alex Smith is just starting quarterback, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
You're telling me put Phillip Rivers on that team and watch everyone's opinion of Phillip Rivers change. Bet money if Phillip Rivers is playing on the Kansas City Chiefs, I would guarantee you they would get the Patriots to run for their money in terms of kings of the AFC.
Okay,
I guarantee it. Pretty much is what I've been saying is my main point is you need a great quarterback, not just good, not just average, a great quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
No, you don't.
Unless
no, you don't.
Unless
no, you don't.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Unless you have a good quarterback who's a great game manager, but you have an elite defense and you have an elite running game. Not a lot of teams have an elite defense. Not a lot of teams have an elite running game.
Dude, no matter who you are, you need a great running game and you need a great defense behind you.
You don't need a great running game.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Unless you
need a competent running game.
If you have a 5'4" wide receiver.
Look at the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Okay. What about
them? Is their running game great?
Like I said, unless you're
Thank you.
and diving, but hold on. Even with the Green Bay Packers, bro, they had they didn't run.
Eddie Lacy's been hurt the whole season.
Yeah, because they made him lose weight. I still think he should have played fat.
But. Their backup is a guy who's only gonna get you like two yards a carry.
But again, with that great quarterback thing, I agree. But at the same time, you still, in order for you to, well, hold on. What about their defense? Great. Their wide receivers, great. Their line.
Green Bay's defense isn't great.
They were great. They're
good. Their secondary improved. Clinton Dix. Clinton Dix. I don't know. I always gotta say that.
That was dry.
Now, real talk. Ever since he got drafted, I've always been saying that. Mm-hmm. My boy Jordan know what I'm talking about. But pretty much, you have an all-star safety, and after that, you just have guys who pretty good.
Okay, but at the same time, not a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL can do what Aaron Rodgers does. Run and make great throws. I think maybe Andrew Luck could do it. Besides that, nobody else.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head right there.
So
Andrew Luck is the only guy. And when we were watching that Green Bay game, I said I've never seen, and I'm only 21, so I obviously haven't seen the Joe Montanas, the Dan Marinos, those kind of guys Jerry West play. But I'm like, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback I've seen at throwing the ball on the run while he's throwing the ball. I've never seen a guy be that great at it.
There was other guys, but there was Donovan McNabb, Steve McNair,
Culpepper. Those guys were good.
Those guys were great, but
they were not as good as Aaron Rodgers at doing it, though.
Yes, they were.
I don't think so. I think they were more mobile, but I don't think they were as great. Look, I mean,
yes, they were.
When Donovan McNabb was playing, I was like, 7 years old?
So. Yeah, so respect. Donovan McNabb was great.
Oh no, he was. Even though they lost against Tampa. Not New England knew they were going to lose, but Tampa when he looked, come on man, how the fuck you lose to Tampa? Like they had that in the bag. But pretty much, all right. So just to wrap up football talk, who do you got coming out the AFC? Who do you got coming out the NFC?
I hate to say it, I have New England versus Green Bay.
New England versus Green Bay. Damn, you took my. I was gonna say that shit.
Yeah, but I don't. I really like the Pittsburgh Steelers because of their running game and their defense. But at the same time, I don't know.
You was about to say something?
No, I just said Tom Brady is still great. So this is also his first time playing another superstar quarterback. Everybody else that he beat this shit was trash.
I was gonna say, we was gonna wrap a football talk, but this just popped in my head. You heard about the whole Antonio Brown dilemma? He recorded.
Yeah.
And people are saying that is gonna have a negative effect on the next game.
Yeah, because
I don't think it is.
No, the reason why, because New England uses everything,
but
any little thing. Like I remember
Deflategate. Tom Brady has that in his mind.
Yeah, it's like he's.
I don't think he cares about that. I think all he cares about is the Deflategate. Maybe Bill Belichick, yeah.
Listen,
but
they go, especially when they were winning games. Like you see how the Golden State Warriors are winning games.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do that when they had Randy Moss. So I think there was a guy on Pittsburgh that was talking trash, a corner,
Who,
right?
the Patriots?
Yeah, no, there was a guy on the Steelers talking trash against the Patriots, right? Saying they're not that great, yada yada. You know what they did? They targeted him. So Tom Brady threw the ball exactly to where that guy tried to make plays, and he didn't. So you know what they did? Every single time Randy Moss would burn him or Wes Welker would burn him, Tom Brady would run to his face and talk shit. So what I'm saying is these guys use everything and anything, bro.
One thing I used to hear is like when back with the Bulls is Michael Jordan used to make up stories about people talking crap about the team. He would literally make up like, hey, they say this about us, and literally no one would say it about them just to get his teammates riled up.
Oh yeah, but like,
and it does help when people doubt you. You always want to prove them wrong.
Exactly. So trust me, man. Every single time Rex Ryan used to talk shit about Tom.
Oh my God, I'd be like, shut up. What are you doing?
They used to beat our ass.
Shut the hell up, man.
He used to beat our ass. So,
bro.
But yeah, they use everything and anything.
Yeah, that's.
So I definitely know they will.
I honestly, I mean, if they will use it as fuel,
they will.
I don't think Tom Brady will, because I honestly think Tom Brady, the Deflategate is driving him.
No, bro, everything drives him. Everything drives him.
I know, but I think the main thing on his mind is Deflategate. If that is motivating him to play any better, that's probably like second or third.
Bro, they're gonna put a hat on Antonio Brown, bro. It's going to be bad for him. I actually really want to watch it. Like, and Bill Belichick and
double coverage on him the whole game. I'd assume.
Not even double coverage.
You think they'll do single coverage?
Not even single coverage. Just hit him late.
Oh! You talking about like those type of plays?
Yeah, hit him late. Even if he's not in the play, still put a hat on him. They'll take the penalty just to put him in his mind, just to get him wild up and everything, man. Trust me, man. Those guys over there, they know what they're doing.
All right, so that pretty much wraps up our football talk. You know, we both got the Patriots versus the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
This is going to be an exciting game, especially that I'm expecting the Packers and Falcons game to just be a straight shootout. I'm expecting a high-scoring game. Patriots and Pittsburgh might be a little bit more of a dirty.
It's gonna be a great game.
Like a fight. Yeah. Pretty much is Falcons versus Green Bay is gonna look pretty. Pittsburgh and the Patriots might be a little bit more of a dirty game. In that sense, it might be a little more rough. My opinion. All right, so basketball, man. Let's start off on the Knicks real quick. I mean, the Knicks haven't really turned around what they've been doing since our last podcast show. You know, they're still losing. Now rumors have surfaced about Melo having pretty much a meeting with Phil Jackson, and Phil Jackson asked him, do you still want to be with the New York Knicks? And now this has a lot of people question this. So in the past 2 weeks, I've seen a lot of people who go from don't trade Melo to trade Melo. And the reason why I think that the Knicks should not trade Melo in terms of where Melo wants to go, he either wants to go to LA, the Clippers, or the Cavaliers. None of those two teams could offer the Knicks something that they want. The only team from the Knicks that I would trade Melo to is the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics got a first-round pick this year, which is most likely going to be a top 3 pick in a really, really deep draft. You know, a draft that should produce superstars. Normally in drafts, you have about 3 to 4 guys who you think could be perennial all-stars. In a good draft, you have about 5 to 6 guys who you think could be a perennial all-star. In this draft, in my opinion, I see 8 to 10 guys who could be perennial. They're obviously not all of them going to pan out, but guys who can be in terms of what they're showing me.
Yeah.
I think this is the if you're going to trade Melo, Boston is the place to trade him. I don't think he wants to go to Boston, so unfortunately you can't. But you'll most likely get Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, and 2 first-round picks. So you're getting assets and also young players. And that's exactly what the Knicks need. And there's no question of whose team it is. It's gonna be Porzingis' team. You know, Derrick Rose he's gonna be out the door. You're gonna have some cap space. If there's anything you can do to unload Noah's contract, if you can't, whatever, keep it. But yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think?
If I was Melo, I'll ask for a trade.
Yeah, but like I said, he only wants to be traded to the Cavs and the Clippers.
Nah. Trade me. The reason.
So if you're Melo, you don't care. You just get me out of here. You don't care what team.
No. I say trade me, but I don't want to get traded. I don't know if you ever recall. Kobe said he took Melo under his wing, right? Because I think it was during the when they first faced them in the Western Conference Finals. Melo and Kobe went right at it, and Kobe respected his game. He was just like, "Yo, this dude is nice." So he took him under his wing, especially his last year before in Denver, when all the talks were talking about Melo going this way. Kobe was just there was a reporter asking him during the All-Star game about the trade, and Kobe was like, "No, Big brother said nada. He answered no questions." I say that to say this. Kobe told Melo, "Stop being so nice. You need to kick the door down and demand that they make decisions in the front office, or you're gonna ask to be traded." Look at any superstar that went to any superstar that was on the team and demanded a trade or left. Whenever they came back, they were just like, "Oh, this guy's not playing." Melo's waited too long to do that. We should have did it when he was a little bit younger. But in Denver, who was the All-Star that was in their prime or a player coming up that Melo played with?
No, they had a bunch of I don't want to say has-beens because they were still pretty good.
Yeah,
but they were not at that All-Star level.
I want to ask you this: Kobe asked to be traded. Was talking about going to was even when on ESPN they said that he was gonna go to the Bulls, right, on Stephen A. Smith's show. Michael Jordan, I didn't know that because I wasn't watching basketball at the time. Michael Jordan made the Bulls fearful because he was talking. Isaiah Thomas said this on Open Court. He said that Michael Jordan was talking about going to the Knicks when the Bulls were all up and down. He told the front office, "Yo, I'm gonna go to play with my boy Patrick Ewing." LeBron, when the Cavs were putting in garbage, he left and went to Miami. And when he came back, look at the team that they got now. So Melo, his whole career, publicly, has never said anything. I don't know what he said externally, but publicly he has not said anything bad about his team, his teammates, his franchise. He's always just like, "Yo, just give me the ball and I'll do what I do." So Melo has to at one point in his life say, "Yo, you guys need to put a better product on the floor because I came here. You guys, I think also because they got him here and they traded a lot of the assets, so he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes. But honestly, for the past 5 years, who was on the team that Melo could say that, "Yo, this guy's the man. I could trust him."
So you're pretty much saying is that Melo never asked for a trade in his career. What happened in Denver?
Well, no. He did trade. He asked for a trade in Denver.
And how did that work out?
Yeah, they traded him away. But what I'm saying,
and then they traded him to a team that gave up all their assets, so the team wasn't even that good.
But again, I'm saying, I'm saying is, look at Kobe, look at LeBron, look at Jordan. Look at other. Well, I don't know any other superstar that asked for a trade and left. Those are the three guys that off the top of my head.
You know how Melo could have avoided all of this?
What?
Is in 2007.
And not signed the extension?
Signed the extension, but signed for 3 years, not the full 5 years.
But
Melo was all about his money at the time,
exactly.
And now he's paying for it.
You know,
I mean, he's filthy rich. He's getting his money, but he might never end up with a ring.
The same type of play that happened to was Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
Dwight Howard, the same thing. He should have not signed the extension with Orlando and went to Brooklyn. Team up, and then Darren Williams.
The Brooklyn probably actually could have gotten Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Because at that time is Darren Williams, Kevin Love, and Dwight Howard wanted to form a big three.
Exactly.
And who knows how that could have went. Maybe Derek Williams' decline would have been more smooth.
Exactly.
You know, you don't be stuck with Brook Lopez, a 7-foot who can't get rebounds.
Yeah, terrible.
But that's why I'm like, these guys is another thing that Steph Curry, which, you know, I praise Steph Curry. He said, "My father told me never look at another man's money," because they were asking him about, you know, his 4 years, $44 million deal, and then he was like, "So and
yeah, but
I'm playing great. I'm healthy right now." At that time, I kept coming in and out of ankle surgery. People didn't know if I was gonna be able to stay on the court. I'm not worried about another man's money. I got to do what I do to be with a great team.
But again, Steph Curry, his situation is different than a Melo.
It is different
because think about one Dwight Howard's situation. He's supporting his family like a lot of them are, but he also has mad kids, so he has his money. He has to think about his money.
I think Dwight Howard. I don't think it was about the money when he decided to exercise his player option.
No, he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be a dick.
He didn't want to be a villain because he saw the backlash that LeBron James was getting.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
And Dwight Howard is too nice of a guy. He's like, oh man, I don't want to. I don't want to get all this heat.
He's not a nice guy. He's a sensitive guy.
I'm trying to say that's.
No, he's a bitch.
I'm trying to. That's. I don't want to call him a bitch.
I'm calling him a bitch.
But yeah, pretty much is. And I said this to a lot of people when when he decided to stay. They were having that whole thing. Magic fans were celebrating him. Some old lady was crying because he did it. And then I was like, yo, Dwight Howard is going to regret this decision because deep down he does not want to stay with Orlando.
No, not at
like,
all.
he is so scared of being vilified. He can't handle that heat. Yeah. And when he went to the Lakers, he laid an egg.
Oh, he was hurt, though. I can't. He played. He still added a double-double.
But also, he was playing with an asshole in Kobe.
No,
and
but the thing is...
And that doesn't match because some guys could take that heat, could take that criticism. But
he's not,
some guys can't.
He's not that guy.
Yeah.
Kobe was trying to toughen him up. I saw what Kobe was trying to do. Kobe was trying to toughen him up.
That's exactly what you do because, the things that I'm saying to you isn't compared to what you're going to hear in the opposing arena.
Exactly.
Compared to what the media's going to say to you.
Listen, again, Kobe, I like watching sports shows, especially the show Area 21 on TNT. They drop a lot of...
It's a show inside of a show. It's not its own show.
Yeah, but it's still good because Gary Payton was with
KG.
And they were talking, and there's a lot of things. Remember when I said who was the all-star or the superstar player that Melo played with? I think we had this discussion, right? Mm-hmm. Remember you were saying that LeBron played with D Wade, right?
Yeah.
Well, how does shit goes again? LeBron played with D Wade, and he there was a move that D Wade was able to do this move after the pick and roll. LeBron learned it from D Wade, and he took it to Cleveland and showed it to Kyrie. Is that what?
I was telling you just so you guys know, no one said that this is actually what happened. Is what I assume happened because Kyrie Irving was never that good at this. Essentially, is Kobe Bryant said himself coming off a pick and roll. Kobe Bryant said that D Wade is the best to ever do it in the sense that when his guy is setting a screen. Mm-hmm. He is able to slither through the guy who's guarding him and the guy who's guarding the big man who set the screen. He's able to slither through and get to the hole. Once I see LeBron James went to Cleveland, I saw Kyrie Irving perfect that move. And I personally think that LeBron James saw that in D Wade's game, saw how effective it went and sliced into the defense. Because once you do that, you get by two defenders. So automatically right there, it's you only have three defenders left. And once you drive to the basket, someone's going to help, and that's when you have your shooters in the corner. So you're either going to pass it out, or if you're a great finisher like D Wade or a great finisher like Kyrie Irving, it's an and one bucket. Easy.
Okay.
So that's why, I think, that's where I came up with that. Also, D Wade actually showed Kobe how to do it as well.
But see, this is the thing. These guys, you have your big homies and everything. So basically, a person that you played with, you learn something, and then you teach somebody else. Each one teach one, right?
Yeah.
Gary Payton said a story, right? That when he was playing on the Lakers, and then Kevin Garnett said a story that there was one time he taught Kevin Garnett said that Gary Payton, you taught Kobe how to play defense. He goes, well, I was there. What happened? He was like, this is what happened. I was playing with Kobe. Kobe asked me, yo, how you do this? And he wasn't afraid that they did it right in the middle of the game, not in the middle of the game, but during the timeout. Kevin Garnett was just like, he came into the huddle too, and he was like, yo, let me get some of that, right? Gary Payton just showed him exactly. He said he loved the fact that Kobe, there was a whole bunch of people watching, and he still was able to he wanted to learn it. I say this because the reason I say this.
Wait, what?
He was able to learn the.
So when he taught him this, it was
during the game.
So he taught him mid game during the timeout. All right. Okay.
So and the LeBron and D Wade. LeBron learned whatever D Wade was doing while they were playing together.
Mm-hmm.
Melo has never had, not no excuse, but Melo's never had a superstar athlete or an athlete that's great teach him anything. So Melo's been doing this stuff.
But he had and I see where you're going here. He did have teammates who were great at one thing.
Offense.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's had offensive players. He's had Chauncey. When he had Chauncey, it was good. But remember, he went to New York with Chauncey, and then they cut him because they waived his contract and they got Tyson Chandler.
One thing also is you don't have to play on the same team. Like I told you, the way Kobe learned how to split the double through the pick and roll, just like D Wade did.
True.
He literally called up D Wade, and he told the story. He actually called up D Wade. He was like, "Yo, how the hell do you get through the pick and roll like that?" Because he said at one instant, you see the guy setting the screen, and once you get off the screen, the next thing you know, D Wade's at the basket. He literally called up D Wade and asked him, "Yo, how do you do that?" And D Wade showed him how to do that. But how come Melo never done that?
True. He could be embarrassed, but I understand that. I hear you. He could have done it because Derek Jeter has done that the same thing. Because Agard Alfonso, I don't know if you know who he is.
No clue.
Agard Alfonso was the infielder for the Mets. And Agard Alfonso told a story that Derek Jeter came up to him and was just like, "Yo, how are you able to hit the ball the other way or foul off a ball, a bad ball and make it go foul and stay in the game and stay in the at bat?" And Agardo showed him. And Derek Jeter, he said he learned it and he just took it to a whole different level. I get it. Why didn't Melo do it? You're probably right, but I'm just saying Melo has never had a superstar athlete or athlete that is up to, or even an athlete that's equivalent that could be able to.
So, wait, were you gonna finish your thought, or you just got lost in your own thought?
I was gonna finish it. I'm just saying that he's never had a superstar athlete or a player that he could count on that could be able to defensively help him or teach him anything that could make him a better player. LeBron has gotten better. He's played with superstar athletes after he's left. I'm just saying Melo should have what?
No, I'm waiting for you to finish that.
No, I'm just saying Melo should demand a trade or say, "Yo, you need to put a better product out there."
Now, all right, so let's go back to Denver Melo. So are you saying because of the teams he played with, he never made the finals?
Yes.
How did LeBron James make the finals? He did have a tougher road. Melo did have a tougher road to make the finals.
You just answered your own question.
So, and?
Who was there was two teams that were in LeBron's way. Pistons and Boston.
No. That was the year before when LeBron went to the finals. It was the Pistons when they were on their last legs.
Yes.
And Washington Wizards.
Washington Wizards.
When they still had Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arena, Caron Butler.
Washington Wizards. And
that was like
maybe Orlando because they did beat them, but Melo had to go through. He had to go through Phoenix,
Spurs, Lakers,
Spurs, Utah.
Yeah,
no, Utah. With Jerry Sloan.
I think that the Nuggets were better than Utah though. They were a good team. Don't get me wrong. But I think the Nuggets were just better than them because they did. They made the conference finals twice.
Once. They were better than them on paper. Like how OKC on paper was better than Golden State.
When was OKC better than Golden State on paper?
Last year.
No, they were not.
No,
they were not, bro.
Yes, they were.
After KD and Russ, who did they have?
They had a better big man. That's
it.
But they even said it. They were just like they should have. Golden State said their team was better.
They're blowing smoke, man.
Okay, 3-1.
They're blowing smoke.
All right.
The thing is with that team
Jerry Lamb.
If you don't have a third go-to option, their third go-to option after KD and Russ was Deion Waiters. Kobe Wade. Kobe Wade is crazy because if Kobe Wade is your third scoring option and you're a contender, and with the Warriors, their third scoring option was Draymond Green, but Draymond Green is better than Kobe Wade. Steven Adams is not a threat on the offense. Ernest Cantor is a threat on the offense, but his defense is atrocious. Anthony Morrow was not having a good season. He's there to shoot, and he wasn't shooting. So what do you got? Their backup point guard was Cameron Payne, a rookie. Come on, man. Golden State was better than them. You could argue that the 2-on-2 between KD and Russ and Steph and Clay. You could make an argument KD, they were better.
Yo, they have KD. KD is the great to me. Top 5 greatest players in the league right now.
Bro, that's easy, man.
So they had a KD was balling.
Water is wet.
Pause.
Yeah. So back to the Melo situation is, pretty much how Melo ended up here is he did a terrible job at calculating his future.
He did.
LeBron calculated his future. Look where he's at now.
But again,
D-Wade calculated his future to an extent.
Okay.
And right now he's on the Bulls. The Bulls aren't good, but he's getting paid at least.
Okay.
If Melo took a 3-year deal instead of taking the 5-year deal,
I hear you.
He would have won a championship with D-Wade and LeBron.
But think about
teamed up.
Think about the players that took a 5-year deal out of the four horsemen or 5 horsemen, right?
Wait, the guys the 5 horsemen, what?
I just call them the 5 horsemen.
Who?
The guys that are best friends. Or what's it called? The banana pool? What's it called?
Banana boat?
Yeah, the banana boat.
Yeah, but it's different because CP3 came a little later.
But it doesn't matter. He still took a 5-year deal.
No, but I'm talking about at the time when they become free agents is different due to the fact CP3 came in the league 3 years later.
If he signed the extent, I remember when he signed the extent, he was gonna be a free agent at the same time.
No, he wasn't. It was rookie deal, whatever. Technically, he was not going to hit free agency because the team still has your team option. Because CP3 got drafted in 2005, and they signed that 3-year deal in 2007. After that 2 years, the team still has another 2-year option. Either you take a 2-year option with the team, or the team just extends you. So with CP3, it would not have worked out because there's no way that the team were going to let him be a free agent after his 3rd season. They're going to extend that team option.
No, because you know why I say that? They weren't going to extend his team option because that was when New Orleans was owned by every owner, and New Orleans was losing money. They were trying to get rid of Chris Paul.
They were trying to get rid of Chris Paul because they noticed they couldn't win.
No, it's not because they win. Because they had no. They were just that team was bad.
They had no. They had no money, so and they weren't. They noticed they were not going to win with him. So if you have no money and you're not winning with a player, what's the point of giving him all that money when you could trade him away, clear up that cap space, and just get a bunch of assets in return?
Okay, that's a different story for a different time. What are you talking about? Not winning with Chris Paul. Chris Paul was leading the league in assists. What are you talking about?
Winning a championship. I'm not talking about winning games. They were making the playoffs. But how far did they get in the playoffs with CP3?
Second round, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna have that and you're a small market team, you can attract free agents.
But they were not able to pay him. That's the thing. He signed a 5-year deal. He was supposed to sign
I guarantee you, if they were contenders, they would have found a way to pay him.
Okay. With all the owners owning them, they were just no. But anyway,
they were owned by David Stern essentially, and Dan Gilbert vetoed that trade. Well, helped veto that trade to send him to the Lakers.
Yeah. And
now Dan Gilbert has a super of his own little bitch.
Okay, but no,
Screw you, Dan Gilbert. I hate you.
The five banana boat players. LeBron.
It's 4 of them.
Okay, LeBron, Melo. LeBron, D-Wade, Melo, and Chris Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Chris Paul has a life jacket outside the club. 2 of the guys that signed the 5-year deal, right, were in the Eastern Conference, right? The 3-year deal were in the Eastern Conference, right?
Chris Bosh also did the 3-year deal.
He did Eastern Conference. He's outside.
Okay.
The two dudes that did it, right, were in the Western Conference.
Chris Paul doesn't belong in this conversation, though, because of the way his contract was constructed.
Okay.
Chris Paul came in the year 2 years later.
All right. So we're not put. Melo was in the Western Conference, right?
Yeah.
LeBron, when he first got signed, what was his deal? He had $100 million deal with Nike, right?
Mm-hmm.
D Wade, right? He had a big deal with. He had a deal with.
He had a deal with Jordan, first Converse, and then he had a deal with Jordan.
He cut that, and then he got a crazier deal with the Asian company, right?
Yeah, he didn't get his deal with Jordan until like I think was it 07 or 08? I don't remember.
No, by that time he was. But no, he had it before that because when LeBron.
I think it's after he won the championship, he got the Jordan deal.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I gotta look that up.
Melo didn't have a crazy deal because the Western when you're
Melo got a Jordan deal as a rookie.
He had it wasn't $100 million deal like LeBron.
Yeah, but it was still better than what D-Wade got.
I say that to say this. This is my new term now. When you're on the Eastern Conference, you're more global. People see you. When you're in the Western Conference, not many people are seeing you, especially in the small market. Melo took the 5-year deal so he had guaranteed money. He wasn't getting paid like D-Wade.
Bro, Melo is one of the most hyped rookies of all time. What do you mean people didn't see him? When Melo and LeBron James played each other for the first time in the NBA, people went crazy. I remember that game. People went crazy. That matchup was hyped up for months.
You know why? Because Melo's great.
Yeah, that's why he was so great. He was so great out of Syracuse.
Okay,
so you can't say he didn't have exposure though. People knew who Melo was.
People knew but was he getting those deals like LeBron? LeBron could.
No one's getting those deals like LeBron. LeBron was quote unquote the chosen one. He was the next MJ.
D Wade had a championship that exposed him to globally. These guys.
D Wade, but Melo got off to a better start though.
In a Western Conference, which in a small market, bro. You gotta understand, being in a small market doesn't help your brand. So you have to take that guaranteed money because you're not making more money.
Unless you're truly great. If you're truly great, being in a small market team will help your brand.
Okay.
What about Miami's a small market?
Yes, and where's D Wade? Okay, thank you.
What do you mean where's D Wade? You were just talking about how he got all this exposure and all that stuff.
Because you won the championship. No, that's
exactly. That's why.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In terms of a brand, who had a bigger brand?
LeBron.
Obviously LeBron's on.
My point is,
yeah, when
you're in a smaller market and you're not when you're in the West Coast and you're in a small market, I'm saying the reason why he took that 5-year deal rather than a 3-year deal is because of him being in the Western Conference and being a small market. So he had to take the 5-year deal because he wasn't getting much marketing and much more exposure than LeBron. So I need my money. I need my guaranteed money.
All right. Let me spit this to you real quick.
Don't spit.
Being in a small market team doesn't mean shit if you're winning. It doesn't mean anything if you're winning, bro.
Yeah,
the Denver Nuggets.
Well,
at first they were bad, but making it into the playoffs, having these epic battles with Lakers, epic battles with the Spurs.
Okay.
They are a small market team, but there was high exposure. Look at the Spurs. The Spurs are a small market team, but they're still getting high exposure. They're globally known.
Okay.
Because the winning changes takes that, small market, that does affect, you get less revenue when it comes to in-state in terms of your fans' revenue. But in terms of global revenue, I mean, obviously the Lakers and the Knicks, they hold it down. They're like, no team compares to them in their market at all.
Because of the media.
Yeah, the media and when they play, the Lakers are the Lakers, and the Knicks, they're trash for to play in New York. What if in that other revenue that you're getting, that other exposure, if you have dudes in China and they see the Spurs are just really, really great, they're going to buy their products. They're going to want to see them. Melo's exposure and what you say, his brand, whatever, has nothing to do with him signing a 5-year deal.
That has everything to do with
He wanted to sign a 5-year deal just because there was more money. It wasn't because he was getting any more exposure. Then tell me this. If he felt his exposure
it's not
whatever.
It's deals.
His market. Okay, so his market and his brand.
Okay.
If he felt it was so small in Denver, why would he take a longer deal with Denver instead of taking a shorter deal and going to a bigger market to help his brand? What sense does that make?
If I get traded, if I don't go to New York, right? At least I have my guaranteed money. Even if you trade me to New York, they're gonna still have to pay me my money. Why did Robinson Cano take all the money and go to Seattle instead of staying with the Yankees?
Because he wanted money.
It's all about the money.
But he didn't do it for winning. Melo wasn't thinking about winning as well.
No, what I'm saying is, you can take a risk when you have more outlets of getting money. That's why LeBron did it. That's why D Wade did it.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, man. You have a short period of time. These guys have a short period of time to make a lot of money. So they're going to do whatever it takes for them to make.
Melo would have gotten that money regardless.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would have.
No, there's no guarantee.
Bro,
I'm not LeBron James.
Melo being a free agent in 2010, I mean, he would have been third because at that time, Dewey was still considered better than him. But he still would have got a max deal with some team. Mm-hmm. He still would have gotten a max deal because that free agency, the order was LeBron James, D Wade. If Melo was a free agent, it would have been LeBron James, D Wade, Melo. Amari Stoudemire was probably the fifth best free agent, and he got a max deal. Carlos Boozer got a max deal.
Okay,
you can't say that he did that because he just wanted those extra 2 years of extra money.
In Denver,
he regretted it. Yeah, in Denver, okay. And then he asked to be traded to the Knicks. Just because he wanted to play on a bigger market. He felt he probably could have won. Yeah, he felt he probably could have won with the Knicks, whatever.
And you know why?
He gets traded to the Knicks. The Knicks made a big mistake by trading for him because they could have just drafted him the next year.
Drafted him or was trying to free agent?
I'm sorry.
Give my guilt, my nigga. Give my guilt.
Pause. So
what? That's not a pause. Give my guilt.
Yeah, but
whatever. Each nigga.
But pretty much is he decided. Well, I'm not gonna blame him. The Knicks dumbasses decided to trade for him.
Okay.
Give up all their assets, every single one of them, for one player. You bring him to the team. Like I said, it's easier to guard one guy than to guard three guys, by far. I mean, basic math. And the Knicks hasn't really lived up to expectations when they made that trade. That's why that trade was a mistake.
In hindsight, hindsight is 2020.
I said this from the get-go, bro.
I don't know.
Because I remember exactly. When they traded for Melo. My brother, he was at Knicks.com staring at, like, he was literally just staring at the webpage that showed that the Knicks traded for Melo. And then Knicks fans came out with that song, Stat and Melo. Then they're going to beat the Heat. And when you traded for Melo, what was the end goal? What was the goal?
To win the championship.
Win a championship. Did they accomplish that?
No.
Did they even come close to accomplishing that?
No.
Trade was a failure.
Okay. I'm not debating that. But to say that he would have came here to New York, I disagree.
Where would he have went? Everyone knew he went to play in New York.
That doesn't mean anything.
What team had cap space to sign him?
Huh?
What team had a cap? Either way, it still wouldn't make a difference if you didn't come to New York because you still would have had all your assets. And you probably would have been the same team. You probably would have went to the second round and lost anyway.
Okay.
With or without Melo.
Okay, but now that we do have Melo, it's not a better team. It's a better chance.
It's not because you have no assets. And when you made that trade, you get with a young Danilo Gallinari who's still on the rise. I mean, obviously, he's not a superstar, but he's a solid player.
He's a solid player. Okay.
Wilson Chandler,
who was out for 2 years,
solid player. He's having a pretty good season this year.
Okay, after 2 years, wouldn't have made it. In New York.
What? And he'd be playing about 10 to 15 minutes a game.
Okay.
Wilson Chandler for 10 to 15 minutes a game. I'll take that. Imagine. Okay, so.
You don't know New York media.
Say I know New York media. Disgust me. All right. So say you guys never trade for Melo and he ends up signing with you guys, which I think there's a 90% chance that he does sign with the Knicks.
I don't think so.
Your point guard would be Raymond Felton.
Okay. Shooter.
Your shooting guard would be Landry Fields.
Jesus.
It doesn't matter. Your small forward is Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, Carmelo.
Your power forward probably could have been Danilo Gallinari.
Okay.
And then your center is Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, come on, bro. Do you see that team?
And coming off the bench, you got Wilson Chandler.
Okay.
And whoever the hell else you got. I really forgot who you guys had on that team.
Mm-hmm.
And, you don't have to worry about starting Jerry Jeffries at center. And, the following year they ended up signing J.R. Smith, right?
From China, but that was the next.
Yeah.
But look, listen.
Imagine if you signed J.R. Smith.
The next year, this is when we had Jason Kidd. We had Kurt Franklin. Are you with me? Kurt Thomas. We had Marcus Camby. We had,
ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, a 50-year-old Kurt Thomas.
The nigga still hitting buckets though.
No, he was not.
Yes,
bro.
He was, my nigga.
Man, you Knicks fans overreact right there. He probably had one good game. He probably thought he was the second coming.
Haters. But no, but real talk. This is the mindset of a player and also the organization. This player is so great that other players are going to take less in order to come play with them. That's basically what it was. They said the same thing when LeBron went to Miami. They said the same thing about Melo Melo and Amari went to New York. It would have worked if Amari didn't get hurt. Let's be real. So the reason why the trade was a failure, not so much.
You would not have beaten Miami though.
Yeah, we could have fucking beat Miami. Get the fuck out of here.
If you guys ended up signing Melo and not trading for him, giving up all your assets, you could beat Miami.
With the team that we had, we could have still beat. We would have no chance. If Amari was healthy, we'd have fucking.
You had no chance.
Get the fuck out of here.
You guys had no chance,
Get the fuck out of here.
You lost by 40 points in game one.
Yeah,
you tell me that team had a chance?
Amari was hurt. Melo went off. Come on, stop.
All right, so instead of losing by 40, you would have lost by 20 with Amari. I'm telling you, okay, here's life is about risk, right? The Knicks played it safe, in a sense.
By trading all the assets, they played it safe.
To get Carmelo Anthony. Their main goal was to get Carmelo Anthony. Like you said, they don't know. They didn't know what was gonna happen. They didn't know if he was gonna sign with another team. So they didn't want to risk that. So instead of risking it, you played safe. Imagine if the Knicks took that risk. You know what? We're gonna keep our assets. Wait to see if Melo wants to sign with us in the summer.
Yeah, I get it.
Imagine how much benefit they didn't take that risk.
No, we didn't.
They jumped on it. The Brooklyn Nets, like damn well they were not getting Melo. You never know. You never know. That's true. But here's the thing: if the Brooklyn Nets ended up getting Melo, you could have still signed Darren Williams. And Darren Williams was still Darren Williams at that time. Okay. Imagine Darren Williams and Lamar Stoudemire. Imagine that type of pick and roll.
It would have been right.
And now you have Derek Williams, Landry Fields, Delina Gallinari. I don't know who the hell your power forward is going to be. And Amari Stoudemire.
Imagine this. Offseason comes around. Melo signs with Miami. Darren Williams signs with the Lakers. And the Knicks have nobody. Then what? What the fuck? Melo. Y'all should have traded for fucking Melo. Yo, I hate the fucking Knicks. Oh, no.
Here we go with the accent again. I'm assuming that's a New York accent, huh?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm just saying, yo, get the fuck out of here. James Dolan, you fucking asshole. I fucking would come pull a cannoli up your ass. That's basically what the fuck y'all would do. So, everybody.
Melo going to the Heat, that's a pipe dream, bro. They did not have the cap space to make that happen because LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh were only in the second year of their deals. So there were no way they could have opted out. And, NBA don't have the NFL. You could reconstruct your deal. The only way that could happen is if the Heat amnesty Mike Miller and Melo takes a mid-level exception. No way in hell Melo's doing that. Yeah, no way in hell. So take Miami out the picture.
But the thing is, remember, at one point, the Knicks were the only team to have enough cap space to sign LeBron, right? That's what everybody. It was the year of LeBron. Where's LeBron going to sign, right?
Yeah, you guys had that fan and everything, like the signs. Like the most, if you Google LeBron James, there's more jerseys. There's more of him photoshopping a Knicks jersey than him actually wearing a Cavs jersey. Yeah, so, I remember that. Yeah, like I actually thought I was gonna get him.
So the Knicks went to a point where they were just like, okay, we have cap space. Excuse me, we have cap space. We could sign either Chris Bosh, we could sign LeBron, we could do whatever. So we had meetings. They had pictures. They had one of their pictures. They had LeBron in Family Guy animated or something like that. Some crazy shit, right? LeBron makes a decision. He doesn't sign with the Knicks. He signs with Miami. D Wade went to the meeting. He signs with Miami. Chris Bosh, he signs with Miami. Joe Johnson doesn't even take a meeting with anybody. He doesn't take a meeting with anybody. He stays with Atlanta. Rudy Gay, he was a free agent. He signs with somebody else. So up to a point, when you go up to free agency, you do that, and you see like, oh, shoot, these guys are not signing with us because of our legacy or whatever, so we have to force
Now, did any of these guys straight up say that they want to play for the Knicks? Was it known that any of these guys want to play for the Knicks?
Even with listen, my guy.
Everyone knew Melo wanted to play for the Knicks.
How? Yo, people say that shit and it pisses me off.
It really, bro, before the Knicks traded for him, everyone was saying Melo wants to play for the Knicks.
You know why?
Everyone was saying it.
You know why it's so bullshit to me? He said it after the fact, but I was like, this nigga's crazy. This nigga snuffed the entire New York roster. And I'm just like, you want to play? How?
I remember that shit too.
So I remember I was home.
And he ended up playing with Jerry Jeffries afterwards.
Son, it was crazy. But the reason why it was so crazy, I remember I was like, yo, the game is a blowout. And I was like, yo, I went to go get some Chinese food. I came back and it was just like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this since the Palace. Was it the Palace and the Malice or whatever?
Malice at the Palace.
The Malice and the Palace. I've never seen
Nothing beats that, bro.
So I'm like, what the fuck happened? I see the bench are clear and everything like that. I was like, oh man, they're not gonna show it again. They show it again. I see Nate Robinson fighting with J.R. Smith and everything like, and J.R. gets washed by Nate Robinson.
Bro, Nate Robinson is 5'9".
Yo, washed.
J.R.'s 6'6".
Yo, son, my nigga Nate Robinson washed him, son. You feel me? And then I see Melo. He snuffs Marty Collins
and runs away.
I'm just like, what? Yo, I hate Melo ever since then.
Jared Jeffries act like he's gonna. Jared Jeffries just runs out. I mean, if I saw Jerry Jeffries when it after me look like that, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably run away too.
Yeah,
because
right?
he looked like he got something.
Yeah,
I'm not talking any rabies or anything like that.
So people just like, yo, we didn't. The Knicks didn't get Melo, but Melo was to play for the Knicks. I'm like, what Knicks? Like the New York Knicks? So that's my personal thing. But to me, I saw the timeline, and I'm just like, if you really looked at the free agent prior to that, I can understand why upper management, not the GM, but James Dolan was just like, yo, fuck that. Do whatever you have to do to get this guy if he truly wants to play for us. Because we did wait for free agency, right? People just like, oh no, the Knicks, they should have just waited. We did do that. We did that the year before, and not one free agent signed. We had to overpay Amari Stoudemire. The GM Steve Kerr said, yo, Amari, we're only going to give you a 3-year deal for X amount of dollars. And Amari was just like, no, I want the guaranteed money. And then he was just like, he did the math, and the way Amari Stoudemire's body is, he probably can only play for 3 years. I'm only going to go.
Are you talking about the Suns GM?
Yes, Steve Kerr.
You should have said that. You just said a GM. You didn't say the Suns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Suns.
Steve Kerr GM said when he was a GM, he said that, yo, the only way I'll sign Amari is for 3 years, and they lowballed him, and he's like, screw that, and the Knicks had to overpay him. That's the only reason why Amari is there. So people say we should have waited. We've done the waiting game before, and we've got burnt. Pause.
You did the waiting game with a guy who was not even linked to the New York Knicks.
It doesn't
matter.
LeBron
James was going to leave Cleveland to go to a team where he could win.
I understand, but even with Melo, even if he came to the team, we waited for the team. It wasn't a team that was ready to beat the Cavs. I'm not the Cavs.
When the Knicks traded for Melo, the Knicks were a mid-level team.
Yes.
In the East.
Okay.
Now, if you have a mid-level team and you add a star like Carmelo Anthony, you automatically go to a top team in the East.
I understand that, but the thing was, it was no guarantee that he would get here.
It was.
I rather wait, and I agreed with the GM. Ownership. I'll get him, and then I'll just build around him. I didn't know Amari Stoudemire's body would break down so quickly.
The Suns did.
Yeah,
which is kudos to them, man. They have an amazing health staff,
But of course, they seen the guy in and out and everything. Like they saw when he had the retina problems, the whatever, and him being gay. I mean being slave. I don't know. But anyway,
wait, what?
I try to chill. But yeah, like, so they were just like, yo, we've seen him. We know this guy. We've had him since he was straight out of high school. So we see the way he plays. We know that the way the type of game that he has is not going to last. He has a very smash mouth type of game.
Yeah, and also he was an athletic big man who was injury prone.
Yes.
And athletic big man, injury prone, no post game. Inconsistent mid range.
Exactly.
Very inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
I mean, come on, how long does that last?
Exactly. So.
But like I honestly still, I'm not blowing smoke right now. I know exactly what you're saying. So you're not guaranteed to get Melo.
It's not guaranteed.
If you end up not getting Melo, but still.
No, but it's not only LeBron James that we missed out on. Every free agent from a point guard to a shooting guard that was an all-star or an all-star level didn't go to. Joe Johnson didn't even take a meeting. Rudy Gay, I was just like, yo, I'd rather have Rudy Gay and Chris Bosh. Rudy Gay didn't even sniff the Knicks way. I think he signed with Sacramento. Where the hell did the Knicks sign?
Nah, he stayed with Memphis.
Yeah, some dumb shit.
Yeah, but look, you're saying the teams that didn't even sniff the Knicks, they stay with their team.
But exactly, but the thing is,
Melo was guaranteed not to stay with his team.
There is no guarantee, my guy.
He was guaranteed to not stay with his team.
Okay.
He was guaranteed. It was guaranteed that he'll be a free agent. It was guaranteed that he's going to choose the Knicks.
By who?
By me.
Okay, nigga, you got it. You got it. I see
now,
it.
come on, yo. And I'm not just saying this. I know hindsight 2020. I said this when the trade happened. The Knicks made a big mistake. You give up all your assets for one player. Even if you guys didn't end up signing Melo, you still would have been a pretty good team.
Okay.
You would have the same success that you guys have now.
Okay.
Same exact success.
So
make it to the second. You will peak by making it to the second round.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. And like I said, and there'll be a lot of opportunities. That's why I say, sports, you got to take a risk.
We took a risk.
You didn't take a risk. You played it safe. You traded for him. You didn't want to risk him going to another team in free agency. You guys didn't take that risk.
Okay.
I don't know. That's my opinion. I think so. So you think the trade for Melo was not a mistake?
No, it was, but I'm saying I understand why they did it.
All right, and also, do you think that they should trade Melo right now?
No.
No.
I think that was the whole point. That was the whole question, right?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I don't think Porzingis is ready to take over the reins, so I don't trade for Melo. So, but you're not gonna get anything in return for him. But at the same time,
yeah, if he goes to the Clippers and the Cavs,
you're not getting anything in return.
Unless, like I said, if he agrees to go to Boston, I'm trading him to Boston. I'm getting Avery Bradley, Drake Crowder. I'm getting 2 first-round picks.
Or I trade him to LA.
Yeah, but who are you gonna get in return?
I'll take
They're not giving up Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's been injury prone.
I'm talking about the Lakers.
The Lakers?
Yeah, he broke up with Jeannie Buss, so I can make a trade now.
I don't think he'd want to go to the Lakers.
He has a house out there.
Yeah, but the Lakers aren't contenders or close to contenders.
Yeah, but screw you.
If Melo wants to go to a team, that's close or almost already there.
All right.
That's what kind of sucks about the no trade clause, because you don't control where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
He controls where he goes pretty much. Unless he do a little side deal, which they know, hey, hook us up with this. Maybe we'll hook you up after you retire with a job or something like that. Who knows? Unless you try to figure out to do something like that. Other than that, Knicks fans, you guys are stuck with Melo. I don't want to say like it's a bad thing, but I think you got to go young, bro. Yeah. Look what
If I was Melo, I'd go to the media and be like, yo, I need a better team around me. D Rose, you ass. You should have passed me the ball.
They never should have traded for him, man.
But it's a 1-year deal.
The Knicks should have blew it. Like what like I said, I'm not saying this because I'm a Heat fan. Like what the Heat fan are doing this year, they blew it up. You lowball D Wade at first, or from that $10 million, get him all riled up. And all of a sudden, okay, never mind. Here's $20 million. But he's still already pissed. He made a decision. He wants to leave. Now he's with Chicago. He's getting his money, but they might not make the playoffs. The Heat is the second worst team in the league. Chris Bosh contract is going to be off the books due to insurance. Yeah, you might trade Goran Dragic, possibly for another first round pick. So right now, you're about to have from a range of 40 to 50 million cap space, possibly 2 first round picks if you do get rid of Goran Dragic. And that's pretty much how you rebuild. And you have your young core of Hassan Whiteside, Justice Winslow, Josh Richardson, and Tyler Johnson. Pretty much, like I said, I've been preaching this whole podcast. In this league, you're either really good or you're really bad. You don't want to be a team in the middle, because if you're in the middle, you will forever be in the middle if you are not a free agent destination spot. And now players don't even care about playing for New York.
Yeah, nobody.
So that hurts you guys a lot, unfortunately.
Honestly, if I was Melo, I'd go up there and slap the shit out of everybody. Yo, my nigga, yo, what up? Red Hook out here, yo, slap the shit out of Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson is gonna be back with LA in the next 2 years. So
yo, slap the shit out of Phil Jackson. Go up, slap the shit out of James Dolan, and put it on Snapchat too.
Nah, we'll talk James Dolan, man.
Slap the shit out of him.
Homeboy right. Does he even still go to the Knicks games?
Yeah, he's still there.
He does?
He's still there. I slapped the shit out of mad people. I'm like, yo, my G. Slap the shit out of D Rose for leaving me and leaving me to go to Chicago. Like, fuck out of here. What you talking about?
He probably wants to see his ex-girl.
That's sad.
But yeah, man. Damn. I think we might need to end the podcast, man. I don't know if we got time for all the topics.
We have the topics?
Well, just a little bit. We did want to talk big men because you had that stupid post on Facebook the other day.
Oh man. All right, DeAndre Jordan is one of the top big men in the league. I might say he's even greater.
Top what?
Centers.
No, top what? Top 3, top 5?
Top 5.
No.
I'll say top 5. He could be arguably be number 1.
All right, name your top 5 right now, real quick.
Dead or alive? That was a good joke. It's a good joke.
I didn't get it, so
of course not. Big man, Anthony Davis, Boogie.
Centers. I'm talking about centers.
Anthony Davis he's a power forward. So
he plays power forward.
Good. That's great. That's even better for DeAndre. So it's Boogie. Shit. Would you put Cat?
Yeah.
But Cat's young though.
So what? He's young, but he's still better.
Okay, so he's a center. So you put Cat. Drummond.
Is Drummond better than DeAndre Jordan?
But
I think that
Drummond's post game is good. He got better. It got better.
His post game is trash, man.
Okay, it's gotten better this year. But you have Cat, you have Boogie.
But I would take Andre Drummond over DeAndre Jordan though.
In this league.
Huh?
In this league, this NBA right now.
I'm talking about who's a better center. You're talking about fit.
Yeah, I'm talking about fit.
A better center can play for any team. Put Andre Drummond on the Clippers. I'd guarantee he has better numbers than DeAndre Jordan.
He has the same numbers.
Put Hassan Whiteside on the Clippers. Hassan Whiteside would have better numbers. Put Rudy Gobert on the Clippers.
What?
Rudy Gobert would have identical numbers to DeAndre Jordan.
Listen, DeAndre Jordan rebounds, blocks, plays offense.
What offense?
Oh, alleys, bro.
That's not offense, bro.
That's not offense.
If that's considered offense, I should be in the NBA. Well, if I was a foot taller.
Yeah. I'm 7 feet, bro. Okay, Beetle. But anyways, that's the point I was making. For what he does for his team, he's the best option because
that doesn't make you a better center.
Okay.
You're just a fit. You're a system player.
Okay,
that's it. The best of the best could play in any system.
Okay,
and make anyone better.
Okay,
make any team better.
Those other guys need the ball in their hands.
Who?
Boogie needs the ball in his hands in order to do what he's doing. Andre doesn't need the ball.
Bro, you're more effective if you have the ball in your hand.
Chris Paul is not, okay. What is he doing? Chris Paul has never
take Chris Paul out of the Clippers. What the hell is DeAndre Jordan going to do? I guarantee if Chris Paul played with Boogie Cousins would not need as much touches on the ball and slowing down the post game. If he did, you would end up having to double in the post, and you'd have an open shooter. You're not doubling DeAndre Jordan on the post. You would have to double Karl Anthony Towns on the post if he's hot in the game.
Okay.
Andre Drummond is slightly better. Hassan Whiteside is slightly better.
Slightly better.
Rudy Gobert is the same exact player.
Nah,
Steven Adams is the same exact player. Well, Steven Adams is not as athletic, but he's pretty much the same player. Andre Drummond is just an average center to me. He's average.
He's top 5. That all out.
So Tyson Chandler.
Come on, man.
DeAndre Jordan is prime Tyson Chandler.
Did he win Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. When he was with the Knicks.
No, I'm talking about Andre Drummond, my guy.
Wait, DeAndre Jordan, you mean?
Yeah, did he win?
No.
All right, then.
He's not as good as prime Tyson, you're saying.
Tyson Chandler is one of the greatest. I'm joking.
So, come on, man. DeAndre
Jordan's top 5 center in the league. That's what I'm saying. All right? Anybody that want to fight, want to talk about it, come see me.
You know who else is better than him? Nikola Vucevic. You know who else is better than him? Joel Embiid.
These dudes are young. We don't know what they are.
They're young, but they're better.
We don't know what they are yet. So, son, is Porzingis one of the best power forwards in the league?
No.
Okay, then.
Because he's not better than the top guys. He's not better than Blake Griffin. He's not better than LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's not better than LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's not better than Anthony Davis.
He's not better than Anthony Davis?
He's not as versatile as Draymond Green. I'm always going to use the word versatile for Draymond Green because
he's not better than Draymond?
No. He isn't. Draymond is much more versatile. He is better offensively, but in terms of being a versatile power forward, he is not better.
But because he's young.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the reason why Cat.
He hasn't got to that, but Cat is already at that level where he's better than DeAndre Jordan.
He's on a bad team.
So if he was on a good team, if he had an all-star point guard, his numbers would be much better.
All I'm saying, my guy,
DeAndre Jordan is not a top center because his game relies on a great player. He relies on someone to make plays for him. If I'm considering a top player, a top center, you make plays for yourself.
Is Klay great? Is Klay Thompson great?
Yeah.
But does he make plays for himself?
When he needs to, yeah, he does.
Okay, he does not.
When he needs to, because he doesn't need to.
DeAndre Jordan doesn't need to.
But DeAndre Jordan can't. He can't.
DeAndre Jordan doesn't. We look at what he plays, right? He does what he have to do for his team. Double, leads the league in rebounds. Come on, son. Stop.
You know what? Okay. I'm done. You're guys. Please let us know what you think. John sipping that lean. So he's not in the right mind right now, saying that DeAndre Jordan is a top 5 center. I disagree. Please let us know what you think, because this is, come on, tough. So it's Draymond Green, it's DeAndre Jordan. Who would have a better team? A team built around DeAndre Jordan or a team built around Cat?
Cat, because he's younger and he has
because he's better. He's straight better. You don't have to throw him that he's younger. He's better. That's it. He's just better than DeAndre Jordan.
He is better than DeAndre Jordan. But at the same time, for what he's asked for on his team, DeAndre Jordan
system player.
Okay.
So, quarterbacks, who's better? Alex Smith or Drew Brees?
Both are efficient. Both do what they have to do for their team.
All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, my co-host had gone crazy. This dude is wild. He just said Alex Smith is an equivalent to Drew Brees.
For what he needs to do for his team, he's done.
Drew Brees is an elite quarterback who plays on a bad team. Alex Smith is an average, slightly below average quarterback who plays on a good team. Alex Smith is a system quarterback. Drew Brees can play in any system. All right. So, yeah. So, that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So, guys.
DeAndre Jordan.
No.
Top 5, dead or alive.
No.
We seeing him.
No.
Come see me.
So guys, thanks for listening to episode 6 of the podcast. Like and share. What? Nah, that's it. We're done.
Oh, yeah, and the Mets, David Wright's still alive. He's still on the team.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yankees, it's going to be a good season. That's all I got to say. All right, guys, thanks for listening to episode 6 of the podcast, and I hope you guys have a great one. Peace.